All right, high wind, no apologies. Microphone don't work. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon for a family homestead. Unnamed at this point. You'll know who you are. This bin had a barrel of water in it full of skeeters. I dumped it. It's over there. The little lady can figure out where to put it. I had it under the spout, but then I decided, well, this is going to grow more mosquitoes, so we moved it. Branches are falling on that. That is a solar panel that works. The little one. Big one, I don't know. There's a battery bank inside. There is a solar array up there, 2 panels, I think. So this can be used for something. All these tires that were here, I stacked up all the ones that did not have, well, 5 here that with no wheels. Put a cap on them so they can't collect water and create skeeters. This is going to get raked up as soon as possible. Fire hazard. Sorry about that. Not really. 3 good tires here. And a mat I'm going to see if I might use near the shower stall. Those are stacked. No skeeters. One tire had been blown out and was full of water. Here's her tomahawk target. If anybody thinks it's a joke cutting down trees, this barber sheared off of a tree that I cut down, and that could go right through your body, clean through your chest, guts, neck. Be very careful when cutting trees down. Okay, here's the other program. Those other stacked tires out there will come in here. There's manure in here. The tires have water in them. Ready watering system. Plenty of fertilizer. Good, rich, thick soil. I've got that one done. I raked this stall out, mucked it out. That's why I'm coughing, because there's probably a little bit of mold, but whatever. And there's a skylight. What you have here is a greenhouse. Potato greenhouse. I'm going to put potatoes in there. I have them with me. They're sprouting. Once they grow up and they get leaves, you put another tire on, bury them in dirt. When they grow up and get leaves, you put another tire on, and they grow up and make more potatoes. And you can have probably about 5 or 6 tires on there. Those are big tires. They're heavy. She won't be doing that. That's the first one. This is the next one. Next biggest. But I'm not going to put that one on yet. I'll do it next time. Those 2 can probably start another stack. Because once this gets 2 tires high, I'm not going to want to lift them. So I'll use those 2 for the next one. In fact, what I'll probably do is use this one for the base. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Use that one for the base of the next one. Use this one for this one. And then the little tires out front, the 5, can go on those. So that would be what, 4 in here, 5 out there, 4 high on one and 5 high on the other. All right. I want y'all to listen to something. I told my oldest son, who did not take my side at all, he's been against me for quite a few years, but I told him when the day comes, when I have to pack my 45, when I strap it on and carry it 24/7, basically, you will know that the shit has hit the fan. As far as I'm concerned, it has. Just because I spoke it and it happened, and this is bear country. There are not a few bikers around, and when things fall apart, they will expand their operations exponentially, and that means drugs, guns, and women. Those are the only 3 things that they value. They will sell drugs, they already have guns, and they'll use them, and they will collect women like guns. They don't really value gold. Beat it through your head. No gas needs to be here. None. Needs to go somewhere else, safe. That is not going to happen. never leave things like that laying around. Okay, I'm going to check the water. I think that's about all I can get from up here. I've gone through that stuff. I found a few good things that are usable. That stainless steel thing there, the second I saw that I thought, oh, she had said she wanted an outdoor furnace. Well, it looked like an outdoor furnace, but guess what? It's a 3-bay stainless steel dehydrator with the slide-in racks already in it. The racks for the racks. The racks aren't any good, but they can be replaced with stainless steel wire, no problem. Did a lot of weed whacking. I leave the flowers. Trees break down all the time on this road. Desperately need a small chainsaw. A good one. Steel or Husqvarna, preferably like a limbing saw. They can be held with one hand. The handle goes, well, her son will know what I'm talking about. Steel, Husqvarna, whatever you like. Echo, yep, just fine. One of them three, no junk. And even more important than that would be a silky 500 millimeter or 650 millimeter. It's a Japanese saw, hand operated. It's just about as fast as a chainsaw, and it never runs out of gas, never, because it never needs gas. It'll outcut a bow saw and a crosscut lumberjack saw any day of the week. So a lot of other things to say, but right now I'm trying to get a lot of things done. Lady went to town, and I want to turn this into a paradise, not a junkyard. So I think that's about all. There's 2 wheelbarrows busted up. Need a wheelbarrow. Need wheelbarrow. Firewood. Lots of firewood around, collecting snakes. They need to go away. The firewood needs to be restacked near the house where it can be used. I have a firewood rack. I'm leaving that. A whole bunch of stuff. This will be a paradise for y'all. Help out a little bit here. I know you have. Appreciate the protection. Face Off with, what's his name? Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. Do you have protection? He says to the little girl. And everybody, you'd think she's talking about a, condom. But no, he hands her a knife and she uses it to stick it in some rapist's thigh and get away. So, need weapons. Good ones. Got a good start on it. I'm leaving her with a lot of stuff. 20 gauge shotgun. Single shot H&R would be great. Double barrel. Nice. 20 gauge. 12 is way too heavy. I'm leaving 20 gauge shells, 12. If anybody shows up with a 12, there'll be ammo here. Double-aught buck. And rifled slugs, which, be aware, will go through both doors of a car and all the glass and everything in between, and people. So 12 gauge rifled slugs are great. They're high velocity. You can get sabeted ones, which are even better. Higher velocity, you can kill a deer at 200 yards with one. So put a scope on the shotgun and you got one heck of a deer weapon. Or, predator weapon. Bear. There's a solar panel right there. I don't know if that works. Oh my gosh. I got to trim that off. Okay, I got to get going. Bye. My sign off on my YouTube channel, if you go to How to Get Out of Babylon. How to Get Out of Babylon, the icon is Gandalf, the protector of Middle Earth, and me standing next to him. The big poster from the Hobbit movie. And my family had already gone out. They'd gone to the restroom because it was a really long movie. They went to the restroom, went out to the van. Everybody was out in the van, and I came out there and I sat and looked at the thing with my phone in my hand, and my shoulders just dropped. And a man, a messenger, an Angelas, standing right next to me, said, "Would you like me to take your picture?" And I said, "Oh, please." He took a picture. I came back over. He looked at it and he said, "Which one is Gandalf?" Okay, that's a message. I knew there would be a message there for me from the Lord, and there was. And that was part of it. There was no others, but that was one. Okay, I'm here to protect Middle Earth, the middle of the United States. Goshen, the land of Goshen in the center of the United States. Dead smack center, 500 miles from Canada, 500 miles from Mexico, 500 miles from the Appalachians, and 500 miles from the Rockies, which both will basically be the East Coast and the West Coast at some point in time, probably. So, thousands of Russians here, maybe hundreds of thousands of Russians here, escaped persecution in Russia back when in the 80s, 70s and 80s. And they are here because they know from prophecies in their group that the ocean levels are going to rise, and they had to go inland and to higher ground, and they consider this the safest place in the world. As do Russian gardeners from Vedic times. Their history extends all the way back to Vedic times. They're Ved Rus, as in the Bhagavad Gita, the Vedic writings in India. Well, they're Vedic Russian. And they believe, they have actually stated, quoting me almost verbatim, that the city of Ava, anybody know any children by the name of Ava? There's a reason for that. Ava is the center of the safest place on earth, and that's where they're telling their people to gather from all over the world. So get a clue, wake up, help your mother, your sister, niece, whoever out, please. Grandma, pull it together. Get together, people. Times are going to be tough pretty quick. And you're going to want this place to be safe. And I'm going to try to make it that for you people. Not me. Don't need it. I don't need it. I'm here to help the little lady here and her children and her grandchildren and any other aunts, uncles, and people that want to come here. So please help out. All right? This is Jerry Diamond. My sign-off is from Terminator, where John Connor is making broadcasts, and he says, "This is John Connor. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. You are the..." Sorry, I say that too often. "This is John Connor. If you're listening to this, you are the resistance." Well, I say, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. Goodbye.